Welcome to Grant CEO, the podcast designed for experienced grant writers earning 10 to 15K per month in their business, but they're still stuck on doing all the things. If you're still accepting and adjusting prices for every client, if you feel like you have to negotiate your rate because you're working with nonprofits, if you know that you're not interested in growing a mega grant writing business and you want to remain a solopreneur, but you're finding out it's not enough, you're burnt out and tired and working more hours than you did at a nonprofit, if you feel like you have to constantly prove your worth and convince clients to work with you, if you are seeing that clients are having sticker shock, meaning shock at your pricing when they do get on these sales calls or discovery calls with you, if you are sending out proposals and they're being ghosted, you're not receiving a response, even when you thought you had a productive and positive sales conversation, this podcast is for you. You're in the right place, and we're going to go through how to get solutions to all of these challenges and problems and even more through the 5P framework and how each of those 5 Ps comes together to transform you from an overworked grant writer into a successful grant CEO. The first P is power, where you embrace the power of your expertise. Daphne is one of the featured guests that specifically discusses this P. Her episode dives into the importance of knowing and understanding your power, and in just a few months in the program, she is already leveraging her multi-six-figure and win for one client when positioning for her renewal ask, and will already see an increase of 12K from that one client in her business. This simply came from her embracing the power of her expertise and leveraging her positioning. The second P is position, where you pick a profitable niche. It's how you position yourself in what appears to be saturated of so many grant writers. How do you stand out? And you do this through the second P of position. In Victoria's episode, you'll hear her talk about getting started as a grant writer, positioning herself and leveraging her background and experience in writing for scholarships for college, and leveraging that background and experience in education to now niche into working with charter schools. We have a great conversation with Victoria and her transformation and really positioning herself in that niche. In Pool, you'll hear a solo episode by me, how I attract my ideal clients and not forgetting to take advantage of client renewals. This is something that I personally take advantage of, or take for granted, I should say, that the opportunity to make sure you position yourself in a great place and use the third P of Pool to attract your ideal clients. So you already have clients, you're up for a renewal, and making sure that you really leverage that opportunity as well. It's so important to work with clients that have been great to work with, that you want to continue to work with, and you want to renew, and that you've had proven success with. So much easier to work with clients that you have proven success with and who have experience of working with you, and you know their organization. You were working with them for 6 to 12 months. For the most part, a lot of nonprofits are pretty loyal, and once you get them results, they will stick with you. So taking advantage of that and really leading in your renewal with your grant wins. So Pool is a very important P as well to attract your ideal clients. The fourth P is pricing. Comes up all the time. What should I charge? What's the going rate? What does the market say? What can the market stand? And we develop in the program how to package your services that determines your pricing. And you'll hear this covered and discussed in both Victoria and Daphne's episode, where we talk about pricing. Pricing is so critical, and it makes a difference in how you can operate as a business, especially if you want to bring on an executive assistant, bring on a subcontracting grant writer to help you manage client work. Your pricing has to be set at a certain level in order to do this so that you can achieve the goals that you would like to in your business, so that you can prevent being overworked and being burnt out. Pricing is determined by how you package your services, and we go through this in the coaching program. And the final P is people. Build your grant writing team. In Isa 2's episode, we dive into how building and leveraging a strong team transformed her business. She was doing all the work and even have to go back behind her team members to adjust items so that it will be at a certain level to deliver to the client. So we talk about how to build your grant writing team so that you can be hands-off and work on other tasks within your business. So really thinking through these 5 Ps and knowing that applying the 5 Ps is the solution to combat all those challenges that I discussed at the beginning of this episode. And I invite you to follow along, join in on the podcast if you really want to transform your grant writing business in 2026. We have additional episodes that discuss just paying yourself or your team first, who should get paid. The answer might surprise you. How to retain your team. Once you've built a strong grant writing team, it's very important to retain them. So this is a very important episode because you want to hold on to great team members. So definitely take a look at that. And why your hourly rate is costing you money, especially today in the world of AI. And we have so many more episodes that you can take a listen to in season 1. The goal of this is for you as a grant writer, a grant consultant, to go from being the grant writer in your business to grant CEO. You've already built a grant writing business that makes money, but now you want to build something that has not created another job for you. You're ready to let your business run without you, so you can step back, take time off, and trust your team to deliver. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Grant CEO is exactly the space I wish I had when I was building and growing, and I'm glad you're here. See you in the other episodes.